So number two is the sense of betrayal and hopelessness that comes into play. And it's very normal to feel this huge sense of shock and betrayal when you discover that the narcissist is not who you think they were. You've been lied to, duped, conned. You've discovered that they've been maybe cheating on you, lying to you, lying about you, and maybe they've by now even discarded you. And everything you thought was precious and special about this person has turned out to be a lie. And the truth is that when you've been devalued by someone who was supposed to love you, it feels like everything has been taken away from you, even your sense of self-worth. Now, being discarded by someone who was supposed to be your rock hurts so much more than any physical pain ever could do, because it hits every part of who you are as a human being, your mind, your heart, your body, even your soul. It makes you feel like you can't trust yourself anymore, and you start thinking, how could you not have seen it? How could you have let this go on for so long? Or even, why do you still want this person back after all the heartache they've caused you? And you can be forgiven for feeling a sense of hopelessness, because betrayal can run really, really deep. But feelings like this can and do lead to anxiety and depression. So that isn't good for your health, because often people with anxiety and depression have to end up taking medication. But one thing I want you to remember, if you're feeling like this, is that you've got to start realizing that this was not your fault and you did nothing wrong. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Maybe your background's got something to do with it. That's a video for another day. But you've got to start thinking about yourself and caring about yourself and realizing this wasn't your fault, okay? Now, it's kind of really super critical that you start rediscovering yourself. And you'll hear me talk about self-worth a lot, because it's one of my things. I always bring it back to self-worth. So you've got to start finding your self-worth again. And one way to start doing this, and this is very powerful, is to remember who you were before you met the narcissist. Dig deep into your memory. You had a life before this person walked in and turned it upside down. You had fun, you had friends, you had joy. You can have all that again, and you must believe that. So find ways to start reconnecting and get help or support if you're struggling. You can always connect with me. I have support groups. I work with people to help them heal. And I know these support groups are super, super helpful, okay? So the next thing I'll be talking about is toxic shame, which is huge, okay?